Wimborne Town went down 3-1 to Yate Town at Lodge Road tonight in a game that saw Yate's 9th win in a row. But that scoreline doesn't begin to tell the story of a brave Wimborne fight back in the second half, which could easily have yielded a point. With Scott Arnold and Jordan Cole unavailable through being on holiday, Sean Bryant through work commitments, Kevin Gill through injury, and John Blake through a red card that he picked up 2 weeks ago, Wimborne were down to the bare bones, and manager Steve Cuss fielded Nathan Pepranen and Adam Costello in the middle of the back line, and they were flanked by Billy Maybury and Ryan Case. In midfield we had Aidan Sainsbury, Alex Moth, Mickey Hubbard and Jamie Davidson, and George Webb, with Jamie Davidson and Matt Kemble starting up front. And Wimborne made the worst possible start when in the very first minute Yates' star striker Scott Wilson was given far too much time in the penalty area and he slotted the ball past Jason Harville for the opener. But Wimborne didn't take long to strike back, and Alex Moth's shot was parried by the goalkeeper, and there was Jamie Davidson on the rebound, cleverly turned and slipped the ball home for the equaliser on 7 minutes. After that though, Yate Town were in the ascendancy, and it was no great surprise when on 32 minutes Mike Bryant stole in at the near post from a left side corner to put Yate Town in the lead, and that was how it stood at half time, despite a Mickey Hubbard deflected shot that the keeper did well to save just before the break. Half time 2-1 to the home team then, and after only 9 minutes of the second half, perhaps the decisive moment of the game, Scott Wilson, that man again, scored a bad goal, this one, to give away for Wimborne. A fairly innocuous looking ball across the penalty area, and Wilson sneaked in behind the defender to be first to it and poke the ball past Jason Harville. But that goal was the signal for Wimborne to launch an all-out onslaught, and playing some of their best football that we've seen this season. They had numerous chances, and Yate had a combination of poor finishing and excellent goalkeeping to thank for the fact that they were 3-1 ahead at the end. In the last 10 minutes, Yate rallied a little bit and came back into it, but before that, Webb had a far post header saved on 61 minutes. Alex Moth had a shot beaten out from 4 yards out on 64 minutes, and then with 10 minutes to go, Alex Moth was found on the 6-yard line but took too long to get his shot away and the ball was cleared. In what was never a dirty game, Wimborne nevertheless ended up with 4 men booked. Ryan Case, Nathan Pepranen, Aidan Sainsbury and Adam Costello found their way into the referee's book. 2 of those, Pepranen and Case, after an incident which caused a few players to circle around the referee, and we were too far away from it to see, but I think it was a foul committed by the Yate Town player, and there may well have been a bit of afters when by the Wimborne players. So all in all, disappointing night in that we lost the 3 points, but I think Steve Cuss will take a lot out of this, out of the way we played in the second half. We seemed to get a lot of men forward, our passing was crisp, our first touch was good, and we just needed somebody on the end of it to put the ball in the net. Next up for Wimborne, Tiverton Town at home on Saturday, and we hope to see you there.